Hi, I'm Corey Weatherton. I'm Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. We have something absolutely brand new to show you today, and it is the Entegra Coach Condor 22T. Absolutely brand new for us, as I already mentioned. This is an incredible offering out into the marketplace, and we're excited to be in this space in the market. This is on the Transit Cutaway chassis. This is a 350 HD. It's all-wheel drive. So it does have the performance capabilities of going on the sand, on the beach, has the performance capabilities of 2 tracks, BLM land. So it can take you anywhere you want to go, and this is an exciting offering for us. I want to talk through some of the things that make us unique here at Entegra Coach, some of the things that we've done to help enhance the ride and handling of this coach. First of all, on this unit, you're going to notice that we do have BF Goodrich all-terrain tires. Those are not Ford OE tires. We've taken those off. We've reinstalled these. These are going to be a size larger than the OE tires. You're going to notice that they are paired with matte black wheels just to give it that off-road look. Right out of the gate here at the factory, we have installed a Van Compass 2.0 lift. We have done that intentionally to give you a little bit more ground clearance as you're using this potentially on those that uneven terrain. And so the Van Compass 2.0 lift, I know a lot of folks are adding this lift to their unit aftermarket, but I hate to say this, us as an OE, we can do it a lot cheaper than what you can do it, and so we've done it right out of the gate knowing that it is a desirable attribute on this chassis. Another thing we've done is we have added hellwig helper springs in the rear. That's going to help with your left to right stability. Let's say you're driving out of the gas station, you curb it with one of your tires rather than just rocking back and forth, allowing those leaf springs to balance you. Those hellwig helper springs will rock you back and then just settle you right in the center. And so hellwig helper springs are a great addition for that stability inside the coach. And then finally, we've added a oversized stabilizer bar in the rear. Ford supplies us with one. We take that off and then we reinstall an oversized stabilizer bar. So I can tell you on the market today, this is going to be the quietest riding, best handling Transit 350 HD that exists. And I would encourage you, if you don't believe me, take it for a test drive. You have seen this chassis. A number of motorhome manufacturers have built upon it. We wanted to do it to give it just that off-road appearance all throughout, kind of reminiscent of our Accolade XTs. That's on the F600, F550 4x4 chassis. We wanted to match the look of it to a great chassis. We wanted to match the look of this unit to a great chassis. As is traditional, kind of our hallmark with Entegra Coach, is we do have this one-piece seamless fiberglass front cap. Fun fact on this is, I don't know if it's the aerodynamics of this chassis, I don't know what exactly it is, but at times you can get a lot of wind noise in the front of this coach, and a lot of folks are attributing it to somehow with the dynamics of mating this front cap to this chassis. So at Entegra Coach, right out of the bat, prior to us installing the ABS plastic molds on the interior, we have sprayed an adhesive all around the inside of that front cap. And then we've taken hush mat insulation, which kind of looks like ground up denim jeans in a big roll, and we've lined the whole front cap with that hush mat insulation. Then we put fiberglass bat insulation inside of it, and then our ABS panels. So that just fits in line with our story that we are the quietest riding, best handling coach on the market. And so we wanted to definitely take care of that out of the gate. So inside this coach, it will be quiet in the cab. You'll get a lot less heat and cold transfer from outside to inside because of that hush mat insulation. And we've done that on purpose for you. As we move back the coach, you're going to notice that we have trimmed out the whole exterior of this coach with aluminum. This is aluminum that we have powder coated. Does give it a little bit more rigidity if you are going through tight places. It protects your corners all around the coach from potentially branches, anything like that. Just obstacles that you're going to be running into along the road. Moving back, this coach has been optioned with an exterior kitchen that has been removed. This is a prototype in case you didn't know. We actually took this unit to our open house in Elkhart County that we had a couple of weeks ago. This at that point did have an exterior kitchen, I promise you. It's on a tray that slides out, comes with this Dometic cooler, and then also the 2-burner Suburban cooktop, and then a collapsible wash sink. So if you do not get the cooktop, you're going to pretty much get what you see here, minus these components, which is a big storage area. On a unit this long, It's approximately 22 feet long. We know that storage is at a premium, and so we have this big storage bay here. You can option it with a roll-out kitchen at that point. 120 volt outlet along the side, and then we do have a single 20-pound LP bottle. This coach, if you do not option the exterior kitchen and cooktop, it will use 0 propane on its own. And that's intentional because we didn't want to add a whole bunch of fuel sources to this coach that you have to find propane, you have to find gas, you have to find whatever fuel. So this propane tank here, if you do not get the kitchen, it only supplies your LP quick connect down here for your portable grill that you're going to bring along with you. So we intentionally made it a removable. All of our motorhomes, the LP tanks are connected to the chassis. We wanted this very easy and convenient for you, recognizing that if you run out, you don't want to have to search for LP. Just go to your local convenience store, swap out the tank with a different one. So when you're not getting your exterior kitchen, this propane is only for your LP cook connect down below. You're going to see a full length 14-foot awning mounted to the side here. This is a legless awning. Along with this, it does have LED light strip in the end, and it is equipped with a motion sensor so that as the wind starts to blow, it will retract. But as with any of our coaches, we would say that is not the fail-safe. If you are away from your campsite, if you're kayaking, if you're hiking, make sure you put that back in, because if you get a couple strong gusts of wind and it's slow coming back in and then another strong gust of wind, you could have awning damage. So we always just recommend you put those back in. Coming back further, you're going to see that we do have dual pane acrylic windows. Those acrylic windows are nice. Dual pane, so you're going to get more thermal insulation in that, but then also as they open up, you get a lot more ventilation because it does ratchet out from the bottom, and you can get a good 12 inches of wind flow through that. You'll see on the inside that we do have a day and night shade. The day shade does function as a bug screen as well. Coming back, you will see one of the hallmarks of this coach, a massive pass-through storage here in the rear. We have moly panels on each of the side doors, and then in the center of the coach we do have moly panels back there. You'll notice that there is 120 volt and also 12 volt power back here, and then also we do have a large rear access. So not only can you access from the sides, but you can access from the rear. As I mentioned, this is a prototype. Some things will be changing on this unit. These moly panels in the center will be mounted in a horizontal position. So just recognize that this is a proto, as I mentioned, with the kitchen and these moly panels. Some will change. On the rear of the coach here, we do have a rear power awning, and we added that intentionally so that as folks, if they are in the Grand Canyon or any of these remote places where there's a beautiful scene behind you, obviously not all campsites are set up to be able to park in an ideal way. We're able to see all the beauty. So if it is in the rear of the coach, you can put your camp chairs back here. You can extend that out. Now that does not have a motion sensor on it, and so that is going to be push to power out, push to power back in, and if a gust of wind comes, it will not bring it back in. But we added that just for that view. And you're going to notice as well as we get inside the twin size beds in the rear, we do have a rear window there. So same story. You wake up in the morning, just turn over onto your stomach, look out the window and just see the beauty. You can see the weather at that point. Fill in the blank, but that window is a great addition. Coming around this side of the coach, you will notice the other side of our pass-through. Obviously, that's the way pass-throughs work. If it's a pass-through, it's good on one side, good on the other side. Something cool we did here is our wet bay. Everything's accessible in our wet bay, and so your whole house water filter, very accessible here. It's not hidden behind any of your cabinets or in an awkward place, but you've got that. You got your exterior shower, and then also your Nautilus water system. So with that, it gives you all your directions on how to winterize it, how to use it for dry camping, how to use city water, siphon, etc. And then as you notice on the rear, we have on the side as well this LED light to be able to give you plenty of adequate lighting as you're hooking up your water. Power detachable cord. This is a 30 amp coach, and so nice thing about this is it's not fed through a baggage compartment. You don't have to wrestle with where you're gonna be pulling this up into that baggage compartment. Just detach it, wrap it up, put it in your storage area. You're going to notice a black holding tank. Well, it's not a black holding tank, it is a cassette toilet. This has a 4.75 gallon cassette toilet in it. This is where you will empty it from, and very nice, convenient. Just pull the trolley out, roll it to where you need to, and then at that point dump it, put it back in, you're good to go. I want to show you, there is down here you're going to see this faux panel. A lot of folks are putting Velcro on that, and they are storing potentially small cords, small cables. So even though you do see this panel down here, you can use Velcro on that, so don't discount that as wasted space necessarily. Down here we do have the real power cord for this unit stored in there, and then we also have a 2.8 kilowatt hour generator that's attached. This generator is a gasoline one, so it is plumbed to your chassis. Great thing about this generator, and then also in a moment I'll talk about your hot water heater, both of those are plumbed to your chassis, so anytime you are filling up your coach with fuel, you are refilling both for your generator and for your heat and hot water on the inside. As I mentioned, we did that intentionally for you because we don't want you to have to wrestle around with where can I find multiple fuel sources. So great generator that we've added on there, gasoline. So this has been a look at the exterior of the coach. Let's go on inside and look at the interior. Alrighty, so we're inside the 22T Entegra Coach Condor, and there are some great features inside of here. But before I talk about what's inside, I want to point out some of the things that I did not talk about on the outside, simply because we couldn't see them. First of all, this unit has been optioned with a pop top. This pop top is absolutely cool. We put pop tops on our B vans. A lot of times those pop tops can feel kind of small, almost like I'm going spelunking in a cave, just a small area. With this pop top we've put on, it truly feels like a tree house or a fort. If you've got kids up there, or even adults, very spacious. There's canvas all the way around it, with also screens all the way around it. I can unzip my canvas, and we'll show you what that looks like here on the outside. But folks loved this pop top when we introduced it at Open House a couple weeks ago. Also on the roof you have 360 watts of solar. So as I mentioned, this unit does have a generator, but also has a 3,900 watt hour lithium battery. So this is a dual fueled unit. So you've got your lithium battery, you can utilize your roof. That is more than a trickle charge at 360 watts. You should be able to use your 12 volts in here and probably not deplete your battery that much. As I mentioned, a 3,900 watt hour lithium battery, and then also your 2.8 kilowatt hour generator. So a lot of power on this coach. This unit has been optioned with Starlink as well. Now Starlink is not standard. If you're unfamiliar with what Starlink is satellite internet. So I know a lot of us, we utilize our phones for hotspots when we're in places without the internet, Wi-Fi, if we want to be able to use our computer or we want to use television for streaming. Starlink kicks in where your hotspot on your phone misses out. So unlike my cell phone, I have to have a cell signal, cell reception. This Starlink functions off of a satellite. It's absolutely incredible. A lot of bandwidth on it, and we will option on this if you so choose. So inside the coach, you will notice that we've got a very comfortable L-shaped sofa up front. We intentionally went with this table because it is quite honestly a cool table. If I have both the front and passenger seat swiveled around, I can effectively get 4 people sitting in this area, and they'll all have room for their food. So this pedestal table, it does rotate 360 degrees. It slides forward, backwards, over, and so as I mentioned, in this position, I can get 4 people seated around here. And so a coach that will sleep 2 people can comfortably seat 4 people for meals. 4 people if we add the pop top on top for sleeping as well. So in this unit, we do have 2 seat belts in the rear, one on this seat, one on that seat. There is a child safety tether on that forward facing. And then also you'll notice behind me that we have optioned this unit with a television, and then also cubbies on each side. So just as a heads up, these cubbies are changing. This surface here will push back to about right here, and then it'll go over to about 4 inches from the wall, and then we'll have a mesh net that goes between there to keep things in there. So as I mentioned, this is a proto, so these are some changes that we're doing simply from dealer and customer feedback. If you do not option this front television, the great thing about it is we do give you another cubby back behind this television. So it is a cutout with a mesh net going across. If you do option this television, however, there is a mounting bracket in the bedroom that you'll be able to take it off of here if you'd rather watch it in the bedroom, or bring it back up to here, just depending on what you're viewing at the time. So this is optioned in this unit. You're going to see the Transit chassis behind me, just a massive infotainment system in this. Ford has really, I think, paved a way, whether you're talking any of their passenger trucks or passenger cars, even in this Transit chassis, with just a beautiful, sleek up-front dash. And so that infotainment center is very seamless. It does work great for navigation on your phone, and so you've got a big viewing angle in front of you. As I mentioned, these are the acrylic windows. You do have your night shade and then also your day shade that's going to function as a bug screen. So dual functions there on that. You'll notice overhead we did go with the Euro style cabinetry. We do have locking latches on this, so there's no worry about anything falling out as you're taking those corners hard. So this has been the front of the coach. Let's go to the rear of the coach. Alrighty, so now I'm in the rear of the coach, and surprisingly, I'm about 4 feet away from where I was standing before. So you're gonna notice on this wall, we do have a Firefly system here. This is a whole house control. So this is a multiplex system. Great thing about this Firefly control is I can see everything that's going on in the coach right on this screen. And so I can also download on my phone an app. So as I'm sitting out at the campfire, I can control the HVAC in this unit. I can control the lighting. I can control the slides. I can control absolutely everything. So on this unit, that's going to be something that you're going to get as standard, simply because we do it on a lot of our other coaches. We wanted to do it in here as well. It's a great asset for you as a consumer. Right down below, you will see that there is another screen. This is the aqua-hot system. So the aqua-hot system, as I mentioned outside, it actually runs off of your gasoline chassis. The great thing about this system is it is a single system. So it does your hydronic heating. So we do have hot water lines going to radiators with a fan blowing through. So it does the heating of the coach, but then also it does your tap water, heating that up as well. So a single unit, not multiple, not running off of propane, a single one running off of gasoline. So we're very excited about that. This coach as well, you're noticing that we don't have a cooktop. That's intentional on our part. Probably 18 hours out of a day, you do need a countertop. Maybe 20 to 30 minutes a day you need a cooktop. So we did a portable induction cooktop in this unit. It'll sit right here, or you can set it outside, and then when you're not using it, you just have plenty of countertop space. You do have a convection microwave oven. If you're unfamiliar with a convection oven, great thing about these is you can bake bread in them. You can do small chickens in them. You can do a lot of things in them that you couldn't with a normal microwave. And also they're a lot more efficient than using an LP gas oven. So that's intentional on our part. It is a great asset for you. You're gonna notice behind me off to my left, you're viewing right, we do have our wet bath here. With this, our bathroom door does close off the bedroom area. So somebody can be showering, they can be doing what they need to do, and then they'll be able to open that up when it's time to go back to bed. You do see that we have this Nautilus style screen door there. And then inside you're gonna notice that we do have a showermiser. So a unit this small, I believe it has 54 gallons of fresh water. We are even conserving water with the showermiser in here, and that is a recirculating loop. If you don't know what it is, there's a blue disc on the inside. When that glows opaque, at that point you have hot water and you can get in and shower. So great shower. We intentionally did a traditional wet bath just to give somebody more elbow room as they're showering in there, or even more seating room if they're sitting down in there just contemplating life. So a lot of room inside of this wet bath area. You're gonna notice storage down below, storage on both sides. Tried to maximize as much as we could. And then back here in the bed area, traditionally we have this set up as a twin size bed. I say twin, really RV twin, kind of small, narrow, but we wanted to display it for you in this full king size rear bed setting. And so there's a lot of storage sleeping space back here, but then also if we flip that up, you're gonna notice down below on both sides there are drawers there are hanging wardrobes back here. And as I mentioned, just panoramic windows all the way around, full bank of overhead cabinets on the rear. And so this is the area that you're going to be waking up to every morning, looking out your windows, looking at the beauty of the national park you're in, looking at the beauty of the state park you're in. But this is, as I mentioned, the brand new Entegra Coach Condor 22T, and I'm so excited I was able to show this to you today. Again, my name is Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. If you have any questions, contact your local dealer. Ask them when they're going to be getting these on their lots. We should start landing them in about December of 2023, January of 2024. So if you get into show season, this probably will be at the local show that you go to, the RV show, from January through April. But get a hold of them, ask them questions. If you have more particular questions, contact us here at Entegra Coach. We'd love to answer those for you. This is new enough that if you contact your local dealer and say, hey, just wondering about the gray tank, the fresh tank, or those enclosed, they may not know. This is very new to the market. And so give us a call. We'll say, yes, they're both enclosed. We've got 2-inch sidewalls. We've got fill in the blank with whatever, but we'd love to answer every question you have. Again, Corey Weatherton, Director of Product Development here at Entegra Coach. Hopefully you have a great day.